Okay, here I am again in the woods, and today looking for waterfalls. You know, it was a while back I was up here, and they were just up and down this road. I don't know how many waterfalls there were, but I'd say 7 to 12 maybe, big to little. And we're up here now looking and can't find any. Everything got growed up, everything's all green. So we're having a little bit of difficulty, but you know what? Let me show you what we did find, okay? Boy, you sure can feel that wind blowing up here. A day like today is gorgeous. What a beautiful September day. September 11th, 2021. 20 years after the 9/11 attack, and it's a day of remembrance. Thank the Lord that the attack stopped when they did, and our world is, I don't know, for a better place or a worse place, but we're 20 years past that big disaster and hoping life gets better for everybody. What are you thinking, Blue, of the old railroad track, buddy? Huh? What are you thinking, Blue? You like it? Yeah, so we walked across the bridge. Now we're on the other side of the river, and the tracks just seem to disappear off into the woods. Could you imagine back in the day, them trains just rolling through here, loaded with lumber? That's what this is basically used for. Now it's going to become a new hiking trail from Banks to the coast. Ought to be a good walk in the woods. Okay, got a rock wall back up in there. The trees growing up on top. Trees on rocks. Wow, pretty cool. I'll walk down the railroad track and we'll get some more here in just a sec. I don't know if you guys can read that or not, but that is a steel railroad tie about every other one, every fourth one, every third one, they put a steel beam in between the rails. Let me come up here and I'll show you. If you look ahead, right there is another steel one. If you look ahead, up here, there's another one. These were made, looks like, if I kick that aside, let me see if I can't get that. That's too sunny. It blocked the sun. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says Canada on it. And I'm upside down. Maybe why I can't read it, huh? Well, you are too. Well, good grief, people, you're not working with me. 10, 13, there's a number, and there's Blue. Blue found it. Good job, Blue. Let's go back to our rock wall. Walk wall. Kind of a blurry rock wall. There we go. I sharpened her up. Okay. Yeah, it kind of runs all along here. They had to peel back some rock. And if we go further down, all the way down to that bright spot right there, that all in there is rock too. Pretty cool. This has been one great railroad ride. Hop on the train and go for a ride and see things you'd probably never see in everyday life. Kind of gorgeous out here in the woods. This is going to be, like I said, a great trail, a great walk. People are going to love coming out here and seeing all this. You want to hug nature, here it is. Come get her. Here's another shot of that steel railroad tie. See how they got that pinned? That's on one side of the rail. Here's the other side of the rail. My God, they used a lot of steel back in the day. And I'll tell you what, these things here are thick. I don't know if you've ever seen a railroad iron up close, but they're thick. Very, very thick. Heavy steel for a heavy train. Woo woo. Okay, remember a while back, 6 months ago or so, I was up here in the dead of winter. Waterfall was running to beat the dickens. Well, it's September, first part of, and they have dried up. So I did not come up with a bucket today. I just came up to see if I couldn't find any, and out of the about 10 waterfalls that I had found during the winter, this is the only one I could find because they are all covered up in this fern and leaves and greenery. They've just buried them because the summer dry up and the plant growth. But you can well tell in here. See if I can't zoom out or zoom in, or well, let me try and zoom in a little bit. It gets darker because I'm so close to it. But that waterfall is right back in there, and pretty rocky, pretty good sized rock up in there. I would really love to just get down in here with a bucket and dig some of that dirt up, knock these big ones off, get in there. But you know, just looking right here, I can see black sand right on top of the soil. So whether there's gold here or not, I'd say doubtful. But here again, if you don't look, you don't know. And if you don't know, then you really don't know. So I may have to come back up again and try again. Maybe I'll try and do some digging and we'll do some prospecting. And when I do, I will let you know. I honestly think there's one back in here somewhere. Just walking down the road and look at all this greenery. I remember it had kind of a trench down here at the bottom where the water all pooled up and then ran off. But back up in them woods back in there is where it goes up pretty high. And that's what you need. You got to have a mountain or hillside or something up above for that water to all run down. There's quite a few of them. But boy, I tell you, they're really difficult to see this time of year. It's a jungle out here. Okay guys, would you even know there's a waterfall behind all this? Well, let me just walk you in. And if I fall, you're going to get it on video. You will see the yo-yo falling. Yeah, you sure can. Oh, I can see it here, hon. I got it. I got her. Oh, yes, I do. And I got the sun, too, because we were aiming right into it. Okay, well, let me look at these pools, would you? Pools of water. God damn it. Fuck. Well, I started going.
Yep, you gotta go.
Nothing to hold me. Yeah. Well, let me get my camera, put it and break it. Damn it. Is it off? No, we're still filming. Okay, yay! Okay, you ever wonder where all the trees go that go down a river? Well, I think I found them. There is tonnage of trees that have washed down the river. It's summertime, late summer, and I am just stopping along the road looking at all the vegetation that's growing this time of year. In the winter, most of that stuff is either dead or washed downstream. But these logs have actually been here for years. I'll camera down to some of the older stuff along the bank here. But you can tell some of this stuff has just been here for years. Who knows, 5, 10. Just lays here. It'll rot. 20, 30 years it'll be gone. There'll be a new pile here probably. She comes and she goes. Lots of good firewood in there, huh? So when you're out in the woods farting around looking for firewood, if you can find one of these log jams, man, you'd be golden. Plenty of firewood for you. Well, this morning they came out, had a log in the fire pit, just barely smoldering along. I threw in some wood, and boy, she took off. Now we have a nice warm fire. Very enjoyable when you get up in the morning, it's cool. Get a fire going right off the bat. Pretty awesome. Hot cup of coffee, Blue. Hi, Blue. Good morning, bud.
Did you tell him where she set up Did you hear she found you at the zoo, Bill?
Monkeys.
Do you gotta go potty?
Monkeys.
Oops, careful.
Monkeys.
Monkey.
Jazzy, can you go potty? No.
Well, why are you holding yourself?
There you go. Okay, let's put that lid on. Let's see what's underneath the next pot. Fried potatoes. And surprise, fried potatoes.
Like
Double
and subscribe. Bill?
He ain't making money.
Touche. No, that's a good point though. That's a very good point.
Well, just a moment ago, I was out walking the dog, ran to the truck, got my camera, got back here to the river, and this whole river is covered with fog. I think the water is so warm, there's steam coming off, the fog coming off the water. The air here is very cold, but the water, I believe, is warmer than the air. So of course I missed my shot. So I thought I'd come down here and try and capture some more, but I'm probably too late. If you look up into the sky, oh, there's a dog tied to my arm here and he's yanking. Look up in the sky, you can see the fog up there. It's lifting, but boy, I tell you, it's pretty wicked seeing all this. This early in the morning, last day or first day of September, I'm not sure if it's August or September. What happened when you're on vacation? I have no idea what day it is.
videos. See what I say.
Again.
Yeah, they're not poisonous unless they have a lot of white. Just joking. Done again. God bless Overcast. Hey, be careful with that.
Ay, ay, ay. Smoky.
I'm sorry. That was too cool. Yeah, I got her at the same time. I got her at breakfast.
This is how Cabin Tom Oregon cooks them pork chops. Like, subscribe, and click the notification bell icon to see more fun stuff such as this and other goodies along the way. Yeah.
Take it, Kaylee. She's a fucking caterpillar.
Thank you.
Hi, Pumpkin.
Yeah, they're not poisonous unless they have a lot of white. Just joking.
Okay, breakfast. Let me show you what we got going here. Those are fried potatoes and onions. Got beef steak on top, just trying to keep everything warm. The steaks were cooked on a skillet, on a stove this time instead of the fire. And the potatoes and onions were cooked on the fire in the cast iron, of course. So that's breakfast today. I hate to keep showing off all that fine fancy food there, but that's how we eat when we're camping. Okay guys, look at there. I got another load of wood. This load is courtesy of Joe, another nephew of mine. You know what? Let me just roll up a stool. That's how you do it in the country. We don't have chairs, we have stools, trees, whatever. Hey, yeah, my nephew came out, more footage. Tore down a fence, cedar boards. He goes, Uncle Greg, you want them or I'll burn them? I said, I want them. So here they are. These are the 8-inch wide ones. I'm going to be able to cover a lot more territory a lot quicker with these wide boards. So that's a good thing. So thanks, Joe. My sister Barb got to come out with him. She sat out here in my favorite wood chair, my old chair that I love so much. She sat and gave me a little visit while Joe and I unloaded the truck. Nice to have family stop by. It don't happen very often around here, but when it does, it's kind of a good thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video that I put on. Our camping trip, eating food. Blue was out running. Most of the time he ran loose, didn't run off. Stuck around camp pretty good, but there was a few times we did have to tie him up. I got to tell you, I did fall on my waterfall scene. I told my wife, I said, man, I stepped on a rock. I'm not sure if it was wet, loose, whatever happened, but I was upside down pretty fast. So I looked up for my camera in the brush, and when I picked it up, it was still running. I mean, I didn't break it. You're watching a video on it right now that I'm making. Got lucky, because I mean, there was an awful lot of rocks and a lot of water in that area. But, and I didn't get wet. I actually kind of fell and flip-flopped over a bunch of rocks and kind of snockered my back, and I got a little bump on my leg, but I told her I didn't break it, I'm fine. So that happens a lot when you get old. You fall down a lot, so be prepared for that, folks. But the camping trip was fun. We spent 6 days out in the woods and had a lot of fires. I think the fire burnt constantly again for 6 days. We cooked a lot on the fire, a lot of steak and pork chops, and a lot of fried potatoes again. Everybody seems to love them fried potatoes. I think one morning we did 2 frying pans full, and we just about couldn't eat them all because there was so many. But we choked them down. I mean, they were just too good to throw away, so we ate them. The dog Blue, he loved them as well. Liked the fried potatoes. So that was good. Yeah, we all had a good time. So this video is a little long, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope I don't bore you to death. I guess one time we had another funny incident happen, and I didn't get it on film. The dog had a long rope. We had a whole bunch of chairs sitting around the campfire, coffee pots on the fire, and Blue took off with his rope attached. And oh my God, he wiped out the camp. chairs are flying, coffee pots flying, chairs got wet from the coffee pot. I got up, I was ranting and raving, and then I had to stop and kind of laugh about it because it's like having a horse in camp and it just took off on you. Well, he's a pup. He did the same thing. Couldn't really be mad at him. My fault. I'm the one that tied the rope. I put him in the situation. I set him up for failure. And boy, failure is what he got. We just made another pot of coffee. The next day the chair dried. We set it by the fire. Didn't have any issues with that. So anyway, camping's all about experiences, fun, family, eating good, living life. So with that, I'm going to say adios. And remember, live your life carefully, would ya? So I can catch you on the next one.